Hey guys, what is up? This is Basestared and we are back in our Minecraft Let's Play Survival World. Just wanted to bring you guys kind of a long anticipated episode. Today we are going to put some finishing touches on our automated farm. And when I say finishing touches, you'll actually see that I did some of those, but I am going to show you guys how I did it and kind of explain how it works in this particular episode. I did want to show you, I am on top of the church, by the way. I did want to show you that I have been working on this bridge. This bridge takes you over to sort of the sand area. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it will be kind of cool. And I also did, I replaced the cross with glowstone. I thought that was kind of cool. Plus, at night, it's really kind of lit up and it kind of looks cool. So really nothing going on inside the church yet. Still have to finish this up, except for I got some doors. Doors are awesome. And then I did also work on this bridge over here. Let me know what you think about the bridge. I don't know if I love it or hate it. I'm not really sure. I'm not really a big fan of that wood, but I think it's kind of cool. I mean, it's different. It's not like every other bridge I've ever built, and it's not like every other bridge everybody's ever seen. So let me know in the comments what you think about it and whatever. But I also did turn down the sounds from the sheep, friendly sounds or whatever. I think if you hit escape, options, music and sounds, and then friendly creatures. I left hostile creatures up at 100% because I definitely want to hear them. And I did turn the friendly creatures down to 10% because, to be perfectly honest, while I was working on the cows, or sorry, I wasn't working on the cows, but while I was working on the farm over here, the cows were really annoying. So anyways, okay, so I'm going to jump down in here and you're going to see that it looks like a hot mess. What you have is some hoppers. This is going to be your product flow. You're going to have hoppers come through here. Then I have hoppers here. I have these comparators working. I have some redstone. I have some, and actually if you got under here, hold on, I have a repeater down here. So a little bit hard to look at. Doesn't really tell you much of the story just yet, but what I will tell you is, so over here right now, and this is just temporary. This is a temporary setup until I can get the chests to appear where I want them. But as it stands right now, I do have seeds in this chest. You can see them. If you follow the trail of these doodads all the way around here, you will see that I have a chest down here and it has wheat in it. So awesome. Looks great. Now, so just to look at it, I'll show it to you guys in action here in a second, but again, just to look at it, hoppers feeds all the way around here, sends it all in line. Don't get me wrong, hoppers are a resource hog just like everything else I do, but if you're going to do big things, then it's going to take up a bunch of resources. So this is a little confusing to look at, but what I will show you is we have a water stream down here, and the water stream dumps into a hopper right there, and then a hopper and a hopper, and then the comparing starts in this hopper. If I click on these, you'll see I use flowers, like sunflowers in this one. I actually use sunflowers in both of them. You'll notice straight away I have wheat in this side, and then I have, whoops, missed it. I have seeds in this side, and I have wheat in this side. The important thing about the hopper that you're going to use to compare is that you have to put something in there that you basically are never going to want to sort out in your item sorter. So right now I have a two-piece item sorter. On this side we're sorting out seeds, and on this side we're sorting out wheat. And instead of building this thing underground where it's a little bit difficult to look at, I'm going to come back over here where I have some space above ground, and I'm going to kind of rebuild replica here. So actually what I'll do is I'll just run in here in the church This will give us a good place to kind of build it up, and then you guys can look at it and see what's going on. So first things first, you would have your spot where the items would be coming in. So let's say I have this long item elevator or item train. Basically I have, I'm not going to have enough of those things. That's okay. So I have a couple of those things coming in. Now what that signifies is this is our, wait, did I build that backwards? Yes, those would go that way. Hold please. Oops, shift click. Oh, I think I showed you guys before, but if I didn't, or if you don't remember, anytime you're trying to put things on a, if you're trying to attach them to a hopper or attach them to a chest, you can hold shift and click, and then it will attach to it. So this is what it would look like. Okay, our stuff would be coming in from this way. It would be going down this little item track using hoppers, flowing on down. But what we want to be able to do is to start sorting out what is coming in here, because we want to be able to put anything in here, whether we throw redstone or diamonds or stakes or anything else. We want to be able to sort it out. I'm going to need some more hoppers for this exercise. If you haven't ever seen hoppers, that's what they look like. You need stone, you need redstone lamps in this, whoops, not like that, in this configuration, and then in the middle you actually need nether quartz. Those make comparators. So that's how you make comparators. And then if you need some hoppers, you actually need to have iron in this configuration, and then throw some chests in the middle, and you make hoppers. So there's some stuff. Now, oh, let's go get to sleep real quick. So have this group of hoppers run like this. The next piece that we're going to need is the actual comparing method. Now this isn't the only use for comparators. In fact, I'm not even sure it's the best use for comparators, but it definitely works. So I'm going to need a spot for comparison. What I'm going to do is, you'll always want to point this hopper, the comparing hopper, at the comparator, and I'll make that a little more obvious in just a second. So I'm going to point it at this block. See how this is entering into this block here? We're not going to leave it like that, but that's to get the hopper pointed in the right direction. Then, since this hopper is pointed back this way, I actually want to place the comparator right there. Okay, I'm back. Okay, sorry that was a little disjointed, but it's weird. I had to remember what I did, and it seemed all out of level. So here's what we're talking about. Okay, so items are going to flow in this way. Then at the first opportunity to drop down, we're going to use a comparator to decide if the items in this hopper, basically it's going to sort out the stream against this hopper using a comparator. And I know this seems complicated to think about, but look at the way it's set up. This is what's important. You have a stream going this way, so all these hoppers are linked, feeding items, 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 items. The fact that this one remains open isn't important. The only thing you can't put there, I guess, is probably another chest, and even then I'm not really sure what would happen, but this end remains open. This hopper points at the comparator. This hopper points at a chest or at a string of other hoppers if you wanted to take this stuff off somewhere else. So we have a redstone torch that's under your bottommost hopper, the one feeding the chest. I have a repeater that's actually going to work to power this block. So basically we're creating this loop that's going to continue. And you'll notice the comparator's off right now, but what will happen is we're going to put things in this hopper to compare against. In my case, what we had was wheat and or seeds. So the most important thing to remember is you'll need 21 of whatever you don't want. So whatever you want to compare against, it'll have to be something that shouldn't ordinarily be in your stream. So to make that make more sense, I'm going to use trees. So what I want to do is open this hopper. I'll want to put a bunch of trees in here. Now these will start to go away because it's actually moving them, which is fine, because I don't need that many. What I need to do is get down to, so I have 22 in here, and you'll notice with 22 it's not going away. 22 is the actual magic number. If you have less than 22 items in the hopper, it won't, with the comparator set up in this configuration, and I don't even know if maybe that's hoppers in general. It was Mojang's way of kind of nerfing it so that it made it a little bit harder to do these item sorters. Not impossible though. So you can see right here I have 22 items. If I take one more out, then I have 21 of the item that I'm not interested in. So trees are an item that I'm not interested in. But let's just pretend that for the sake of this video, redstone is something that I am interested in. So I'm going to put 1 in here. Now you'll notice if I have more than 22 items, so let's say I take half of these and I stick them in here, you're going to notice right away that I have 3. I'm going to put 10. Now it's going to cycle this thing down until I only have 22 items again. Again, because 22 items, magic number. So let's take 1 out of here. Whoops. Just take 1, leaving 21 items. And then, wait, I took too many, didn't I? Yep, leaving 21 items. Then the item that we're interested in is redstone. Stick those in here, and what you'll notice is now it all stays. What's happening is now this comparator is lit up. It's saying, yes, I have items in this hopper. I have items that I'm not interested in that I'm comparing against, and then I have an item that I am interested in that I'm going to allow to pass through the hopper. So what I can do is pretend this is our stream. I can take this, I can jam this redstone in here. What you're going to notice is it's going to start counting down straight away. What is happening is the redstone is actually passing. It's happening very quickly here, which is why it's not showing up. Because you can see, still counting down. It's going here. It's going here. Normally you'd be able to see it, but right here it's happening so quickly. It's going through here. The comparator, you can see it flashing, is checking, saying, oh, it's not oak saplings. These are something I don't care about. It's the check, but it is redstone, so I do want to let it pass on. And you'll notice in our chest is now filling up. Skip these trees because they were in there. Those are the ones that the extras from earlier. But you can see the chest is now filling up with redstone. So this design is definitely modular. It's stackable. You can see right away that it is side by side. One thing I would point out and not to worry about is if you were going to build another one of these circuits, let's just pretend I was going to go out here and build another circuit. Place stone, I need a redstone repeater, cobblestone, need a little redstone dust. I'm completely out because I'm sorting it all. No big deal. Grab some dust. Okay, this is what I was going to tell you. Even though these two look like they're talking to one another, it's not to worry because it doesn't actually mess with the circuit. It doesn't matter in the slightest. So what I would do is, I had a heck of a time getting this to go last time. There we go. Got to look at the base. That's where the trick is, I guess. So again, that hopper's pointing at that one. That hopper's pointing at the comparator. This will be a little weird. Oops. I'm going to put that there because I don't really want it there, but I don't have a space for it. So hold on, I'll show you why. Because I need to point this hopper, the next one, that's to make sure that the item elevation keeps going. Now you already see I've completed the circuit. That's because the stone broke and went in there. So right now there are less than 22 items in, I think I saw a baddie out there. No, I didn't. So there are less than 22 items in this item hopper, which is exactly why it wouldn't go anywhere. Even if I did this, let's see. If I was going to do this and then I was going to make this hopper point here. Do I have any chests? I do. So right now, if I jam this in here, oh, I don't have anything to compare against. So that's just going to let it pass. So I'm going to load this one up with 22 blocks of dirt. That's what I did. I'm sure you guys caught that. I'm an idiot. Forgot to finish the circuit. Because it shouldn't actually matter. See? It doesn't really care. Okay. That's better. Now, here's kind of not really the trick, but here's kind of the cool part about it. So, let's say I've been farming a bunch of stuff. I jam a bunch of things in here. I put redstone in here. I put glass in here. Now, what we have is redstone on this side, glass on this side. Awesome. So that's what it looks like. It is a pretty easy circuit to build. If you don't put these chests, I could put them out here, like on the front side, so they don't stick out, but you can tell right away. Modular, it stacks right next to each other. You don't have to worry about the redstone cross-talking or anything like that. It's fine. It still completes the circuit. Don't forget to put these torches in there, because if you don't do that, then you look like a gigantic idiot. Let's go out here, and I'm going to grab a quick sleep, and then I'll show you the item sorter, this one in action. It's just like the other one, but let's see. Go over here, flip our leather. Oh, what up, creeper? Yeah. Gotta watch that guy, because he's gonna blow something up and it's gonna be super irritating. Anyways, that's all done. So all the seeds and all the wheat has been washed into this channel. It's now being pushed down that way into our first. I'm gonna go kill this guy real quick, but stop trying to blow stuff up. I freaking hate creepers. Anyways, you can see the circuit working back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's still comparing items. Get a little bit of a log jam here depending on how much stuff is coming through at any one given time. But you can tell it already sorted out the seeds, and now it's dealing with the wheat. I can look over here, find that I'm already collecting seeds. That's where all those went. And if I run all the way down here, collect some experience from basically killing that creeper. Boom. Getting our wheat in the chest down here. I hope that made enough sense. Just watch the video back. Look at, pause the video or whatever when you're looking at the circuits. When you're down underground, it makes it a little bit more difficult to look at and to work with. Best thing I can tell you to do is when you're going to make something like this either build it above ground or just dig out a huge area first, because you can always go and add dirt back in. Let's pretend that this was, well, I don't know where all my dirt went. It doesn't matter. I have some here. Let's pretend this was all underground and I wanted to cover it back up. It's not a big deal. You can do stuff like, you know, putting the dirt back where it was to cover this stuff up. Once it's in the stream, let's just jam something down here real quick. Meaning, once this one is uncovered, let's say your item stream goes on forever, as long as the stuff is in here, whoops, get out of there. It doesn't matter if this is here. So I can cover these things up. In fact, on the other side, I'm going to cover them up. See if I can grab that chest. Yeah. The reason that's important is, like, watch. I can put these in here, and they're still going to flow just like normal. It does. The dirt on top of these hoppers doesn't affect it in the slightest. So it's still doing its comparing. It's going to end up over here in this chest. Anyways, that pretty much is going to wrap it up for this video. I do hope it made enough sense. And again, watch the video back, pause it, look at the circuit, look at the layout. It's a lot less easy to build it underground, but it is certainly manageable. I'll go back in here in a little while and basically fill in all these dirt spots that I don't want left open. The next part of this farm is actually going to be adding on item elevators, which means, of course, these are collected in this chest right now, but I don't want to have a chest underground. I want to be able to put this chest, like, hopefully right over here by the entrance. For every level, I want to be able to have a chest right by the entrance, so I can just walk over here, hit the chest, grab seeds, go in, replant them. It'll just make more sense to do that per level. So I'll work that out. And then similarly over here, I don't want to have the chest on the ground or underground even. I want to have the chest right here or right here, somewhere above ground, so I can just walk in here, hit the chest, grab some wheat, go over, take care of the cows. So anyways, that'll be in a future episode for a future update. Do hit that like button. It lets me know that you guys appreciate the content and you like what you're seeing. Also, leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think about the bridge or bridges. Let me know what you think about the design. This is not my design. I didn't come up with this, but I've just found a way to use it inside of my own Let's Play. So let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for future videos. This is BasedAired, and I'm out.